All right, guys, we're gonna talk about let's do top 3 favorite spinnerbaits for muddier water, dirty water, spring, whatever you wanna say, but definitely a little bit muddier water. My top 3 spinnerbaits, I don't wanna really say colors and like combinations so much, but more like brands, because spinnerbaits, depending on the brand, definitely determine the quality and what they're good for, etc. I mean, certain brand spinnerbaits are better than others, just is what it is. Same thing with buzzbaits, crankbaits, whatever. But with that said, there's 3 brands of spinnerbaits that I think stand out above the rest, from ones that I've used personally. Number 1, I'm gonna have to give it to, not in any particular order on what's better or what's best. I think these 3 are all really phenomenal. Is an Accent. Accent spinnerbait. These are really good. They're a little bit lighter wire. The thump is really, really hard on these things. These things flat catch them in dirty water. So an Accent spinnerbait, if you can see that. Accent spinnerbait, awesome spinnerbaits. My next one is going to be a Venom Lure spinnerbait. It's a local company here in Ohio. They make some really awesome spinnerbaits, and their head design is kind of interesting. And I think it helps the spinnerbait a little bit stay upright when you're reeling them a little faster. But let me try to get this out of here. So this is a Venom spinnerbait. You see that pretty well. And they also have a pretty light wire. Not as light as the Accent, but it's pretty light. And they use the turtleback blades on these, which it's kind of hard to find spinnerbaits with those blades anymore. But these things are awesome. Their head design's a little different though. The weight, if you can see that, the weight actually comes from the head down the shank of the hook. Is what that does is it keeps the bait more when you're reeling it really fast, or if you do reel spinnerbait fast, specifically is once the speed, you're not really reeling them super fast. But if you do throw like a burner or something like that, it keeps that bait from turning side to side as much. I think it does a very, very good job of that. And these are some awesome spinnerbaits. And then finally, this is one probably everybody throws, but is still one of the best out there, period. That's one designed by the best, is the Covert. Covert spinnerbait kicks butt. I mean, it is awesome. It's got a lighter wire on it, but stiff enough that you're not gonna break it. In my opinion, it's probably the perfect wire size. The Accent's really good, but you bend them out after quite a few fish catches. These Coverts don't seem to bend out as much. Jason Christie absolutely nailed it on these spinnerbaits. These things flat catch them. So if I was to pick 3 spinnerbaits, muddy water spinnerbaits, that I was gonna take anywhere in the country, it would be a Covert, a Venom Lure spinnerbait, and a Accent spinnerbait. So those are my 3 favorite spinnerbaits. Hopefully you guys like this video. Look into buying them for yourself, and check out Venom Lures. Check out their website. They have them on there. They're great spinnerbaits, and you won't be disappointed. So thanks.